Hi everyone, and welcome back to a music reaction video. I appreciate you stopping by. And today the song we're gonna check out is Hung, Drawn, and Quartered by Cancer. And I don't remember where I found this song. I think it was like randomly in some classic death metal compilation, and I was like, oh, I think I've heard of the name of this band before, but I've never actually heard any of their songs. And I wanted to check out some more deeper cuts in death metal. I've listened to some other like more underground bands in the past, like Nocturnus or Massacre, but somehow I've neglected to listen to this band before, even though I've heard their name being thrown around sometimes. So I'm a huge fan of death metal, so of course I'm looking forward to listening to this one. And I've never heard any of their songs before, but apparently I just saw that they're from the UK, and I don't actually know that many death metal bands from the UK, except maybe like I think Carcass, one of my favorite metal bands, by the way. Also, apologies if my voice sounds kind of weird in this video, guys. I just recently got sick, so I might sound even more extra nasally than usual. So please forgive me if my voice sounds different. But yeah, anyway, let's get right into this. And in the words of Jeff Walker, let's rock. Oh wow. It's definitely a 90s death metal guitar tone. Or 80s. Okay, tremolo picking, classic death metal songwriting. Oh. That's a heavy riff right there. Beneath me, as I had by my neck, choking on the rope, telling me a death, suffocating rapidly. I like that verse riff a lot. That is like a super chuggy verse riff. I think it's like a power chord followed by like 2 or 3 maybe like palm muted notes and then going back to a power chord. That sounds like super heavy. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna relearn some of that. Look at that album art, by the way. That album art is like Iron Maiden album art on steroids. Like I could literally see that guy being like an alternate universe version of Eddie from Iron Maiden. Looks very similar too. Cries of laughter beneath me as I hang by my neck, choking on the rope, telling me a death, suffocating rapidly. It's my last breath, gone to the ground, and stabbed in the chest. I'm torn, torn out, I'm torn, torn out, I'm torn, torn out, I'm torn, torn out. Nice vocals. Back to this riff. Spelling out my memories, the salt and dread slice through my torso and ripped apart, severed into quarters. Rigor mortis sets in. Oh, that was a very nice solo section, actually. Oh wow, the song's almost over. This is a very short song. Um, but wow. Okay, I want to listen to that solo section again. Nice variety of like songwriting in that solo section, by the way. You had like some more shreddy, chaotic parts, and you had like the melodic parts too, which kind of surprised me a little bit. But definitely a very welcome surprise. Let's listen to that again though. Man, that guitar tone is so brutal with those power chords. That's some whammy bar action, it sounds like right there. And then this part right here sounds like they're using some kind of effect. Low-key, when the guitar solo changes like that more melodic section, it kind of reminds me a bit of the guitar tone and guitar effects that are used in Sepultura's Desperate Cry solo section. I want to hear that again really quick. Yeah, this is definitely whammy bar. Right here. Yeah, there's definitely some effect on there. Maybe it's delay or like some kind of tremolo effect, but definitely gives them that more melodic feeling compared to what you hear earlier with the tremolo or with the whammy bar. And then this part right here too. I really like how that guitar comes in like kind of staccato-y in a way. Like the way the guitar comes in with that rapid succession of notes. He's definitely not letting the notes stay, and he kind of plays it in like a choppy staccato-like way, which definitely gives that a huge contrast to what we heard just before that with the little slow and more melodic section of the solo. It's like a piercing guitar tone, that lead. That chorus riff is super catchy too. Yeah, I wanted to note that the first time I heard the first chorus too, actually. I like how he kind of changes up the last time he sings that chorus line. He kind of changes it from the typical guttural vocals that he was doing for the rest of the song, and he changed it to a more shrieky style, and I kind of like that. I love when vocalists, and particularly in extreme metal, they kind of switch between the gutturals, the different types of guttural vocals that they can do throughout a song. Another prime example of that is the song "Legions of a Different Kind" by Undead, I think is the band name. The vocalist does a really nice way of changing between like the shrieky kind of vocals and the guttural vocals near the end of the song, and I kind of noticed that here too. So I like that touch of this song. But yeah, overall, a very like bread and butter death metal song. The songwriting, I wouldn't say it was too varied. Like overall, this just feels like a song you hear when you want to just like jam out or like bang your head to just some classic death metal with a classic death metal guitar tone. It sounds like a guitar tone that has its highs or treble kind of low in the amp settings. At least that's what I hear from listening to it. But yeah, overall, it was just like a classic death metal song with an intro and verse and a chorus section, and then go back to the intro verse, and then a solo, and then the chorus section to end off. So a very short and sweet death metal song that you definitely just put on if you just want to rock out, I think. But yeah, overall, pretty enjoyable listen. And if you guys have any more suggestions from this band Cancer or death metal in general, please feel free to leave in the comments below. And I appreciate you watching this video.